After logging into KEYper GO, we start at the home screen on the Me tab. This page displays current or pending activity pertaining to our account and provides quick access to common functions. If using the app with a KEYper LT system, we'll also see the user credential icon, which can be tapped when at the system for quick access to the cabinet. Here we can see any pending incoming or outgoing transfer requests, active or upcoming asset reservations, and a list of assets we currently hold. By switching to the Dashboard tab, we can quickly see an overview of all managed assets, including the number of assets in and out of the cabinet, overdue or unregistered assets, as well as valuable analytics on system activity. The search bar at the top of the screen helps us quickly locate any asset. Start typing an asset name, stock number, or any attribute such as make, model, or year, and KEYper GO will immediately display any matching results. Tap an asset to see its details, current status and cabinet location, the current holder for an asset, and recent activity. On the search page, we can also tap to scan a QR code or NFC tag to quickly identify and recall the details for any asset in our possession. By tapping on Assets in the menu bar, we can see a list of every asset in our assigned access group. Tap the Filter button here to narrow the asset list by system or cabinet, or any of the attributes, such as make, model, or year. Then tap on any asset to bring up an overview, including all the attributes, cabinet location or current holder, and more. By tapping the three dots in the upper right corner, we can share the details of this asset with another user, initiate or request a transfer of the asset with another user, or edit or delete the asset if our permissions allow it. To create a new asset, tap the plus icon at the top of the screen and select Add Asset. Fill in all the asset details, ensure the asset is set to Registered, and press Save. To attach a QR or NFC fob to the new asset, tap the three dots in the upper right corner and choose Attach Fob. We can then select NFC or QR, scan the fob, and save it. An administrator will need to assign the new asset to an access group, at which point the asset can be checked into the system and is ready for use. To reserve an asset at a specific date and time, tap the plus icon at the top of the screen and select Add Reservations. First, select the user for the reservation, which will update the available assets based on their assigned access group. Type in the asset name or scroll to locate the desired asset, and tap to add it to the reservation. Then set the reservation date and time. If your organization is using the Issue Reason feature, we'll see a drop-down list here to select the reason for accessing the asset. If we may need to check out and return this asset more than once during the reservation window, we can select Multi-Use. Otherwise, the reservation will be closed as soon as we return the asset, making it then available to other users. We then tap Save, and the asset is now reserved. To view reservations, tap on the Reservations tab on the Assets page. The blue numbers indicate the number of reservations on that day. Tap on the date to show the reservation details. We can then edit or delete the reservation should our permissions allow it. To transfer an asset in our possession to another user, tap the transfer icon at the top of the screen. Any assets we're currently holding will show up here. Tap on the asset, select the person it's being transferred to, and submit for approval. We can also initiate a transfer by scanning the QR or NFC fob of an asset in our possession. This is helpful for identifying assets in environments where fob tags have no ID numbers, or just for convenience when the keys are already in your hand. The person to receive the asset will then receive a notification of the transfer request. Once they approve their request, they have now claimed ownership of the asset. For that reason, it's recommended to not approve an incoming transfer request until the asset is being physically handed over. To request ownership of an asset that is currently held by another user, we can initiate this on the transfer screen by searching for the desired asset. As we start typing, any matching assets currently out of the system will be displayed. If we know which user currently holds the asset, we can also create a transfer request by selecting the user, choosing the desired item, and submitting the request. The user will then be notified, and a physical handoff can be coordinated to complete the transfer. Lastly, on the equipment page, we can view the socket map reports for our cabinets. This provides a quick overview for each of your systems, showing which assets are in, out, or overdue, and which positions are currently open for returning assets. The last menu page accesses the scan sessions for taking regular inventory of your keys and vehicles. This feature is covered in its own video.